Hello for the YouTube, it's MKPS, and today we're going to be doing my pickup video. So, if you guys watch my Cool Become Brave videos, you will know about the Devastator and the Bruticus, which are right here. For just like a quick, this is technically the real Combiner Wars one, but this has a bunch of Cool Become Brave parts, like all the limb, the hand pieces, these guns. Pretty much all the guns minus this white gun that was 3D printed. I finally did get the tank turret to finally plug in. But I kind of like the metallic kind of look that the knockoff hands and feet have. And they're much tighter than the official ones. I left the official ones on the back. But I still think he looks good with the knockoff stuff. Yeah. But I am happy I finally figured that out. But this trade's almost complete. I already gave him the system, but the Devastator, I'm still waiting for a response if he's gonna send me a new scrapper scavenger, or just or the arm piece since it's broken right there. Got that little light, if you can see it in the video. I don't know if you guys can or not. Just this side doesn't have it, but it's a little crooked on this side. But eventually I'll just order another one, since now I know how slow you have to be to transform them. But yeah, and we're gonna repaint this knockoff Vortex into Firefly. Okay, so let's get to the pickups now. This will be Free Market and GameStop pickups. The GameStop pickups, and then last week's, one of the things last week I picked up was expensive. Well, $10. So the $10 stuff, GameStop doing the 4 for $40. We picked up this Bayonetta 2-pack, which on the app I use for my phone says this is like a $23, $24 game. Same for the Genesis collection. I already have this on Switch, but I thought since it holds value, I'll just hold on to it. And then the 2 Switch games, I believe, are like $16 market value, but 11 a piece is still not bad for them. These were like the best of them. Then the other most expensive thing is I got a bunch of PC RAM. Quite a few 4 gig, 8 gig, one 8 gig stick, and then a bunch of 4 gig DDR3 sticks. And 2 complete sets. I still gotta test the ones that look good. Make sure all the sticks work. But I'm pretty sure I'll make my money back overall on this stacks of RAM. Which, so the games were like 11 and that was $10 for the bag for like 30 or 40 RAM sticks. So everything else is $5 or less. So we'll get to the $5 stuff. We picked up these two Xbox 360 controllers with the keypad for $5 each, which was technically a steal to even have the backup battery covers was usually missing. So getting the pads with the controllers and the battery covers for $5 is well worth it. I also got a super long original Xbox controller, which I desperately needed to test the Xbox that I got to make sure it still works. So that's cool. And I think that's all the $5 stuff. Then the $4 stuff, this looks like Wii Sports, but it's actually Wii Sports Resort. For $4, I couldn't pass it up. I also picked up Fear Amiibo that's new in box. I laid up there. I don't feel like getting them down because it's hard to get them down, but how hard it is to get down. You know, that dude. Oh no, I think he was 6. Yeah, I think he was one of the more expensive things I grabbed. And I should have stickers, and I don't know where the stickers went. Next would be this was picked up for $4, which I think this goes for like 15. So that was a pretty good pickup for that. I also grabbed a Wild Logitech controller. It looked like a 360 controller from my dad. And then down to the $4, we have an actual official. Pretty sure this is an official one. Yeah, this is an actual official wire 360 controller that's very badly yellow, but for $4. $1 for the controller, and then the end for it was $3. And then I think we're at $3 now. Yeah, $3. We picked up a beat up Switch wire controller, these new sticks, and the little thing that clips on here. Or I could just use it as spare parts for if mine ever has problems. And then for another $3, we have a really nice condition Pelican Xbox original controller. And for $3, we got this Lego set, which isn't only half of it's brand new, the other half's been played with. But I thought for $3 and it has everything. Wasn't a bad pickup. We got some rescue bots. We got this rescue bot. It turns into like a little boat. And then we have Optimus Prime rescue bot. probably overpaid for these, but the dude I bought Bruticus from still kind of gave me a good deal on the Bruticus, so... And at least these were complete, and I should be able to make my money or make a buck or two, especially off this one, since this one feels better quality. We're down to $2 now. Yeah, we're down to $2. Oh, we got one more $5 thing. I picked up a 10 Dogs Golden Retriever. Pretty sure that's a Golden Retriever one for $5. Which I looked on my app, even cartridge only is like a $20 game, so I did really good on that. Then we're back to the $2 stuff. We picked up Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle and The Jungle Cruise. Probably not the best pickups for $2, but I still wanted to watch them, so. And then I got this pretty nice condition PC headset. It's a cheaper PC headset, but for $2, and the headphones are very clean, so I don't think this is used. It's very clean, so I thought for $2, give it a shot. And then the dollar stuff. So we have a PS4 joystick charging thing. We got a very dirty Xbox 360 controller missing the battery cover, but for $1 you can't say no. Then we got these two giant Bakugans for $1. I'm pretty sure these are like original Bakugan. So that's one of the cool things about them. Then got this Bumblebee. This one doesn't have lights or sounds, but he was all there. Actually, I don't think no, we do this one. We come back to that. That wasn't a dollar. We got another factory seal, high-end, or not high-end, but thick cable HMDI. And then we have two Logitech mouse with the USB dangles for $1 each. So I shouldn't have to buy mouses for a good long time. I'm pretty sure that Bumblebee was a lot cheaper. Okay. So we'll get the one video game in the stack out of the way. The Dragon Ball Z 2020, Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22 for $1. Then we have from my local thrift store, but the one in Halls, we picked up Inspector Gadget 2 for $1. Scooby-Doo, Luckless Monster, and the Sea Monster, the 2-disc. A Factory Seal What's New Scooby-Doo volume. Scooby-Doo Shaggy Showdown. And Planes. American Pie. The Book of Love. And The Karate Boy. And then this anime that the box art looks terrible, but the disc are like mint for $1. This was probably the best of all the movies, since online it looked like in perfect shape, these are like almost $20, so I'm guessing I can get 10 to 15 for it in this shape. But I'm gonna watch it first to see if I want to keep it. But for $1, you can't say no to an anime, a complete season anime. Okay. Then for 50 cents, this is Bumblebee, which I think was a good deal for 50 cents. And then we get to the 25 cent. 25 cent and then the freebies. So we got this Tom and Jerry double pack. Tom and Jerry the movie, and then Tom and Jerry and the Magical Ring for $1. And then I got Tekken 4 for PS2. Then we have Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Okay. The first season for $1. I was really happy about that. Same for Aladdin Return of Jafar. I think I already have the Aladdin movie, but I know that one's like a rare, harder to find Disney film. So I might have to sell off my nicer copy, which is fine with me. Then we have Dear Avenger 2. Used to play that a lot on my Popo PC. But now I have my own personal copy. I don't have to ask Dad. And then we got Bowling Biscuit Pro Bowling Complete, and it's in really nice shape for $1. And then at a yard sale, I was able to pick up my favorite movie growing up. Because I own this, I think I owned this twice on DVD, and now I own a VHS copy. And then my freebies. Oh, yeah, that's a freebie too. First freebie was at a yard sale. We bundle. I don't know what happened to the other one. It was like a pre-order bonus for a video game, and then we got this one that's a bit teeny, not 15, but the musical note one I didn't have, so. Then my mom bought me this weird Optimus Prime. Mom or Dad, one of the two. Which is an official product, but it's weird. You think it's a knockoff, but it has like the Hasbro and Takara stuff on it. And then, my mom bought this for me at Dollar Tree, all grown up. And then when I bought those 360 remotes and the Xbox 360 remote, originally the guy said $20 and I told him it was a sports game. I didn't know the sports game actually had value, because to me all sports games are like worthless unless it's NCAA football or stuff on the Switch that will hold value, but this one's like a $16 game. He threw it in with the controller a lot, so getting a free N64 game was cool. Because at the time I didn't even know it was worth money. I thought it was a cheap sports game, and almost any sports game for N64 was like a couple bucks. I didn't know that was over a $10 sports game. But it was cool. So I'm trying to support him more since he gave me that for free last time. So when I was there, I bought that broken Switch controller. And for that 360 controller, bought something else, I just can't remember what it was. I think that's pretty much everything. If you live in Knoxville and have a scavenger of the Coolbrook Hombre Devastator, get a hold of me. I could probably give you $10 if it doesn't have that broken part. That's like the max, because you can order a brand new Devastator right now for like, I think 45 ship if I go with the guy I went last time. Because I ordered him in Bruticus. I think it was like 95 shipped to the house. The only problem with the knockoff Bruticus is the Voyager. His plastic quality is much worse than on the official. The plastic, like, they didn't cheapen out on his limbs, but they cheapen out on this. This does not feel right, and half the wheels don't work. Okay, this side works, but up here they hardly don't work at all, because I think there's something blocking them, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. I'm still tempted to take the head off of this to have a spare head, but I wanted a more shore accurate head, because this is more of a brownish gray, which kind of looks a little different from the black, but I don't know. Nothing else on here it seems like I like, other than that. They did a good job painting. You rarely see anything that's breed, like the paint that shouldn't be there, which is surprising. Because he's like the worstest quality. Once you lift them up, you can tell this is much lighter. But the rest of them don't feel that light, so they must be cheapening the quality now on the main body, because this is probably the part that would have cost them the most to make. So they had to cheapen it out some now. And I haven't heard anyone complain about that, so I'm guessing it's the newer wave. These are going to have more defects than the older ones, but still not bad for the knockoff, but you can tell it's a knockoff by how it feels. But it's not like super cheap plastic that you'll feel like it's going to break. But it does feel weird if you compare it to the official, and the leg's not walking correctly. But I'm tempted to hold on to this one a little longer before I sell off the lot and try to take these heels off, put on the what's his name? The middle piece to the fencer, since they didn't add those in yet. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to add them in on the knockoff, just by removing that screw and then popping them in there. So I think it's the screw that's holding that in place, so I have to look on the other one, see. When the fencer gets here next month. So that's pretty much everything. You guys let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in my next video sometime next week. Peace.